Welcome back. And in this segment, we're going to hear from both Andrew Gay and Brittany McAdam. They both represent young professionals, one Access Tallahassee and one the Network of Young Professionals. Brittany, I'm going to go to you first. So both of you represent young professionals, and we talked about the two segments previous, talked about that. Are you in competition with each other?
I certainly hope not.
So how are you different?
Goal. Yeah,
how are you
we
different?
both have the same goal. We want young professionals to stay here. I think how NYP probably differs a little bit is that we reach the young professional demographic mainly through social and fostering those friendships and relationships. We're more about, you know, what's your hobbies? Is it bike riding down St. Mark's Trail? Is it going to be a book club or a board game night? We have a board game group in ours. And if business follows after that and you have more of that business connection and want to set up a lead, like that's great. But I think Access does such a great job in focusing on the career growth and putting people in those right-minded leadership, putting those people in front of those higher individuals, that we want to focus more on the relationships and the friendship and giving you that social network deal.
And Andrew, would you agree with that?
Sure, I would echo everything that she said. I mean, I think more than the focus of differences, I think that the programs complement one another, and I think that we have certain benefits when it comes to the focus through business and career growth, and then the social, cultural aspect is more emphasized through NYP. So I would encourage the young professionals in our community and those seeking to get involved to come visit both. I mean, I think the opportunity is there to participate in both programs.
Andrew, this question is going to go to you. I know that both of you have said you want young professionals to stay in Tallahassee, and you want those that graduate from our universities and colleges to stay here as well. Andrew, you're a certified public accountant graduated from Florida State University. I've worked at the Career Center there, and I know they recruit heavily from Miami and Atlanta and New York and Chicago, major cities. And you could have gone to a firm in any of those cities. Why did you decide to stay in Tallahassee?
Well, I think the opportunity in Tallahassee can happen so much quicker for the young professional. So things can happen in Tallahassee, I always tell people, for half the time and half the price. So if you want to get engaged at an early stage in a city where you can connect directly with business owners, you can have the respect of those, or earn the respect of those business owners, and have the opportunity to walk into their office, sit down, shake their hand, and have the opportunity to do business with them, then Tallahassee is where you want to be. The larger cities tend to take more time to develop those types of relationships. And if you come to Tallahassee with the right mindset as a young professional directly out of college, I tell people repetition and redundancy, that's the key. Tell them what you're there for, tell them what your mission is, and if you continue to do that over time, you gain momentum, people learn to respect you. You have to earn that respect, but the opportunities come much sooner in our great city.
Brittany, I'm going to go to you. We talked a little bit about this in your segment. Tallahassee is no longer a cultural desert. What do you think our cultural and arts assets are in this community? What bubbles to the top for you?
I think it's the Cascades Park. I think they're doing a great job in highlighting those pieces. We also have the Saturday morning market that I don't think a lot of people know about. So it's those little gems in Tallahassee that we could probably do better at and reach in the arts and culture pieces. But I think we have a great established foundation so far. And I think in connection with both of us, we try to communicate that information out to the young professional, letting people know that this is an opportunity for you to get connected to.
Andrew, what do you think our strongest assets are in the business world here? What do you see as far as business and jobs? What are our strongest assets here?
Sure. So we are in, last time I checked, the state of Florida and the state capital. Florida is the third largest state now in the United States of America. So that puts us on a platform not only nationally but internationally to be exposed to businesses that are here that are not only involved in state government but federal government as well. So we have that aspect. We also have a strong core community that is willing to buy into the different things going on in our community, to buy into an interested young professional. We see it all the time through the Tally Job Hop, other programs that the Chamber offers, for example, from Access's perspective. But I think between the core business, the opportunity through state government, as well as our universities and colleges, puts us on a stage that is different than a lot of other cities with our relationship, not only as the state capital, but with anchored universities and colleges and a core business community.
We have less than a minute, Brittany. I'm going to go to you. Friends, you have friends that don't live here, and you would like to get them here in Tallahassee. Young friends, young professionals, what would you tell them? Why should they come to Tallahassee?
Well, first of all, I think it's the cost of living. I think there's certainly been some discussion on the cost of living in Tallahassee. I've had friends in New York who have a 500 square foot apartment and they're paying $1,600. You know, in Tallahassee, we actually have affordable housing. And I think just kind of building off of Andrew, when it comes to the Young Professional Network, we're actually in a great position where we can directly shape Tallahassee. You have people in Orlando or in Jacksonville or in Atlanta. It's probably extremely difficult to make a huge impact. And in Tallahassee, we can put you in front of those people that where you can make a difference in the city of Tallahassee.
And Andrew, very quickly, 10 seconds or less, 15 seconds, what would you tell them?
Yeah, I would tell them that if they are we don't have to necessarily get everyone to come, but we want the right ones to come. And so if you're ambitious, if you're looking for opportunity, if you want to advance yourself as a young professional, then Tallahassee is the place for you, because again, you've got a willingness on the business side and the community side, and when you have the willingness on the person coming to the city, that's a great match, and I think that, that the opportunity is endless if you give us a chance.
Thank you both for being here this morning.
Thank you.
Thank you all for joining us on Our Issues Tallahassee. I'm Bernice Cox. Please come back next week.